Alright guys, we need to talk. Because there's a game that came out of nowhere and suddenly it's dominating the conversation, dominating the award shows, and dominating every Game of the Year prediction list. And that game is Clair Obscur, Expedition 33. And today I'm breaking down exactly how this French dark fantasy RPG became the most talked about game of 2025, how it's sweeping nominations left and right, and whether it actually deserves to win Game of the Year. Spoiler alert, there's a very strong case that it does. Let's dive in. So let's break it down for anyone new. Clair Obscur, Expedition 33 is a stylized, dark fantasy RPG inspired by the Belle Epoque era of France, but twisted. The entire world floats in the sky, doomed by a deadly curse created by a mysterious painter. Every year, she paints a number, and anyone that age, erased from existence. And so the infamous Expedition 33 begins, and your final attempt to stop her. What shocked everyone wasn't just the world building, it was the hybrid combat. Turn-based commands mixed with real-time dodging, blocking, parrying, and perfectly timed shots. Imagine if Persona and Final Fantasy and Dark Souls got together and said, let's stun the whole industry. Let's be honest, the first 20 seconds of the trailer back in 2024 made half the internet say, okay, what is this? The visuals are insane, handcrafted environments, theatrical lighting, floating cathedrals, surreal architecture that looks like it belongs in a dream or a nightmare. And the crazy part, this comes from a new studio, Sandful Interactive. They weren't expected to go toe-to-toe with the biggest AAA juggernauts, but here they are, getting compared to Square Enix, From Software, and Larian in the same breath. But visuals are just the start. Clair Obscur nails something most games don't: atmosphere. It's heavy, poetic, melancholic, beautiful, tragic, all at once. It's the kind of world where you just want to walk around slowly and take in the details, before some nightmare-fueled creature tries to dissect you. Now let's talk gameplay, the thing that people assumed would be the weak link because of how art-focused the marketing was. Nope, turns out it was one of the strongest parts. You get this satisfying mix of strategy and skill. You can't just button mash, you can't just spam abilities. You have to stay present in every fight. Aim shots, dodge in real time, pull the trigger on perfect timing events. Enemies react intelligently. Bosses adapt to your tactics, and every party member has unique mechanics that feel distinct instead of copy and pasted. It's deep, it's stylish, and most importantly, it's actually fun. And let's not forget, this was their first game. Excuse me? So here's where Clair Obscur stops being just a pretty RPG and becomes something people are genuinely passionate about. The story hits hard. It's about time. Mortality, fate, sacrifice, the fear of aging, of disappearing, of losing the people you care about. Every companion feels like they're carrying a lifetime of emotion, because they are. People cried, people theorized, people posted breakdowns longer than college essays. The game isn't afraid to go dark. It explores themes most RPGs avoid because they're messy and uncomfortable, and that is why it resonated. This is the kind of story that sticks in your head for weeks after the credit rolls. Now this is where things get spicy. Clair Obscur didn't just get a few nominations, it broke records. At the Game Awards 2025, it secured 12 nominations, the most in the show's history. It swept categories like Best Art Direction, Best Score, Best Narrative, Best Performance, Best Role-Playing Game, you name it. It already took home Ultimate Game of the Year at the Golden Joystick Awards, and critics, they're calling it one of the highest rated games of 2025. This isn't just hype, it's documented dominance. I'd like to say this is a big question to ask, but it really isn't. Should Clair Obscur actually win Game of the Year? Here's my take on it. Yes, of course. However, the reasoning is because if we reward innovation, artistic risk, emotional storytelling and world building that pushes the medium forward, it's not just another open world sandbox, not another sequel, not another safe studio blockbuster. It's fresh, it's bold, it's weird in the best way, and it actually respects the player's intelligence. The game tries things most big studios would never dare to attempt, and it succeeds. This is where things get complicated, because Game of the Year isn't just about quality, it's about visibility, community push, industry politics, and the mainstream votes. Clair Obscur is beloved, but it's still technically the underdog. It's the indie-ish newcomer up against industry titans with unlimited budgets and marketing. Winning would be a massive statement, and honestly, I think it has a real shot. Maybe the strongest shot an original IP has had in years. So here's the bottom line. Just like Baldur's Gate 3 a couple of years ago, Clair Obscur Expedition 33 isn't just a great game, it's an important one. It proves new studios can still innovate, it proves the industry can still surprise us, and it proves you don't need $1 billion budget to change the conversation. Whether it actually wins Game of the Year or not, it already changed 2025. If you want more deep dives, analysis and breakdowns, hit that like button, subscribe and drop a comment with your Game of the Year pick. Thanks for watching, and may your next expedition bring you nothing but light.